Hello everybody, Sticks here with the Token Minorities, bringing you another deck on Pokemon TCGO, and today I'm bringing you a deck centered around Yanmega Break from the Steam Siege expansion, the most recent set. And before I get into the deck, just a reminder that if you like this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, drop a comment, and maybe subscribe. It helps us out a lot and lets us do more for you guys. And as for the question of the day, what is your favorite full art card of, I guess I'll just go ahead and do the XY era. Honestly, I would have to say that my favorite full art is Yveltal EX from the XY base set, just because the texture on that card is awesome, and really, it just looks so freaking cool. I mean, you have the full body of Yanmega, or not Yanmega, of Yveltal in there, and I don't know, I just think it's awesome, and it's an awesome card in general. So please leave what you think your favorite full art is in the description below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Now, onto the deck. Like I said, this deck is centered around Yanmega Break from Steam Siege with 140 HP, so it's not bad, and the Barrier Break attack does 100 damage, and this attack's damage is not affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So, I mean, it's a pretty solid attack for 3 energy, which, I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. I mean, if it didn't have the Yanmega from Steam Siege to pair with it, it probably wouldn't be very good. But this Yanmega, 110 HP, so not bad, but not great. The Assault Boom attack, 50 plus 70 if your opponent has a tool attached to it. But what we are focused on is Sonic Vision. If you have exactly 4 cards in your hand, ignore all energy in the attack cost of each of this Pokemon's attacks. Which means that if you have 4 cards in your hand, you can use Assault Boom and Barrier Break for free. That's right, for free, and because of that, I've decided to run a completely Energyless version of Yanmega Break. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, Energyless, what cards can you pair with that? And immediately what came to mind was Octillery, because you can drop it until you have 5, it helps hand control and all of that, but when I was testing the deck, Octillery was just way too slow, so I decided to go with Shaman, and I actually got some really good matches because I had Shaman in there. So I encourage you to try Octillery for yourself as the draw support for this deck, but I went with Shaman just because that was what worked best for me and what I was the most comfortable with. That being said, I'm running 4 Shaman. I mean, that's why you want to run Shaman. And as for the Pokemon, the only other Pokemon besides Shaman I'm running in this deck are just a 4/4/4 line of Yanma, Yanmega, and Yanmega Break, because that is the main attacker. On to the item cards for this deck. I mean, the Pokemon were pretty self-explanatory. I'm running 4 Acrobike to help with getting through your deck, and then item control. Running 2 Battle Compressor to get some of the supporters in the discard pile, and also something that's really cool is the combination of Battle Compressor and Puzzle of Time or Revitalizer. Really, it's just a free computer search or Ultra Ball if you have those cards in your hand. 1 Level Ball to grab Yanma, 4 Puzzle of Time for, I mean, controlling what you top deck, and also to get cards out of your discard pile to reuse again. 2 Revitalizer to bring these guys back into our hand. They are the main attacker, so we want to be able to use them as much as possible. 1 Sacred Ash to throw these guys back into the deck when you need them. 1 Startling Megaphone, because if we run up against a Garbodor, it shuts us down completely, so Startling Megaphone lets us take on that matchup a little better. 1 Switch, just in case our opponent brings a Shaman into the active. We don't run any of the what was I saying? Energy. So having Switch is the only way of getting Shaman out of the active, apart from like AZ and Floatstone. 4 Trainer's Mail to help with consistency. 4 Ultra Ball to get everything out. 4 VS Seeker to reuse all of our supporters. 1 AZ for picking up the Shaman, like I said, but also picking up a damaged Yanmega Break, because with Forest of Giant Plants, you can pick it up, heal off all the damage, and there's no energy to be discarded from the AZ, so you just play it right back down if you have a Forest in play. 2 Judges, this is how we are going to consistently get 4 cards in our hand, is through Judge. Just put our opponent down to 4 cards, put us down to 4 cards, but we are running enough consistency. We don't have to run any energy in the deck, that we will more than likely draw something that we can use next turn. So Judge is great for just getting Yanmega that free attacking, and also to disrupt our opponent. 1 Lysander, because Lysander is amazing, and only a 1/2 of N and Sycamore, just because you want to be using Judge as your draw support more often than not, just because even if it does put you down to cards that you really can't use, Being able to attack for free with Yanmega is worth it in almost all cases, and also disrupting our opponent gives us some turns where we can draw some more cards. Then I'm also running one Zero Sick just because, I mean, Zero Sick is awesome and it disrupts opponents a little bit more, and also is able to get rid of DCEs from like Seismitoad or whatever and stuff like that. Running 4 Forest of Giant Plants to evolve these guys immediately, 2 Float Stones to get put on the Shaman to keep them from being Lysandered active and stalling, 1 Muscle Band to improve Yanmega's damage output, and then 2 Headringers to not only slow down our opponent but also power up Assault Boom from the original Yanmega. One card you can definitely run in this deck is the Pokemon Ranger. I really didn't see where it would fit in this deck, but I encourage you to try that for yourself, maybe in place of the Zero Sick or something like that. But really, I mean, that's all there is to this deck. This was a very, very quick deck overview, but that's because, I mean, there's really not that much to talk about apart from put in Yanmega, put in a bunch of items, and you don't have any energy at all. So this is short, but I'm done rambling. Let's just go ahead and see this deck in action. Alrighty, we have found one against James Pup, who's also running a grass deck, so I'm interested to see if we would have a mirror match or something like that. I'm going to go for the coin flip. We do lose, so that is a bit unfortunate. I mean, we can be able to attack first. Oh, never mind, I guess we get to go first. But what I was saying is we could attack first if we draw the right number of cards, but you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this starting hand, because I mean, we can get a Shaman, we can put a Float Stone on it, all of that, so okay, this is an Amoonguss deck? Huh. That's interesting. I mean, the Foongus has the ability that really doesn't do anything because you'd have to run Pokeball. But let's go ahead and get rid of the Acrobike and the Switch. To grab, I think, yeah, let's grab a Shaman. Go ahead and potentially play that down. Actually, no, I'm going to get rid of the N... You know, I'm going to get rid of the Float Stone. I hate to do that, but I really want to leave myself a supporter, like a guaranteed first turn supporter, because, I mean, I've just gone through too many times where I've gotten rid of both of my supporters, and I've just drawn into nothing. So it's probably me being overly cautious, but you do what you got to do. And, oh, this is beautiful. What I can do is play the Forest of Giant Plants, go ahead and Puzzle of Time to put 2 cards into our hand. Let's go ahead and get an Ultra Ball, and I think whatever I get next really doesn't matter because I'm just going to end up discarding it. Yeah, what I can do is go ahead and Ultra Ball, get rid of the Acrobike and the VS Seeker to grab a Yanmega to play that sucker down onto my active. And I will actually have a first turn Yanmega break followed by a Sycamore, and hopefully I'll be able to get down to 4 cards next turn because this was just an awesome opening hand. I mean, I get a completely fresh Sycamore. I have plenty of... Yeah, I get another Yanmega. I have so many cards. I will be able to get 2 Yanmegas in one turn. Let's go ahead and Acrobike, get another Yanma. So, I mean, this deck is so explosive. I mean, assuming you don't just get absolutely trolled by whatever cards you draw. So, go ahead and Trainer's Mail, and there is the judge for next turn. This is absolutely amazing. I don't think I need a Battle Compressor. What I can just do is Ultra Ball, get rid of the Ultra Ball and the Battle Compressor to get another Yanmega or Yanmega break. Hopefully, there we go. I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab another Yanmega, wow. Go ahead and play down that, and oh, my opponent just concedes. We had too good of a start, and I guess they really couldn't keep up. But I mean, that's what this deck is supposed to do. Get an explosive turn 1, attack from turn 1, and then use Judge to just repeatedly be able to get the conditions necessary to be able to attack. So, I mean, that obviously doesn't count, and let's just go ahead and try to find another one with this deck. Alrighty, we have found one against Yu-Gi-Oh! HMBM. Man, you are on the wrong game if you're trying to put your username as Yu-Gi-Oh! But it is a steel deck. We do win the coin flip. That is great. We will get to go first, and hopefully getting as explosive of a start as we got last time. We do start with a Shaman, which is very unfortunate, but I don't know. I think I still have a pretty good hand overall. And, okay, my opponent's running the Pain Amplifier Bronzong, which is weird. But, I don't know. Either way, we will see what my opponent's playing. And I think I'm in a pretty good spot overall. Because even if I have to discard the Yanmega, I still have the Revitalizer option. And, oh, this is just a beautiful starting hand. Let's go ahead and play down the Forest. Well, we get 2 head ringers off the Acrobike. I can play one onto the Dialga. Playing one onto the Genesect really wouldn't do much at all. Let's go ahead and Battle Compressor. Probably get rid of a... yeah, 1 Judge for sure. And a Sycamore. Probably... actually, no. Wait, oops. I wanted to get rid of the full art. That way I could use it. Whatever. I'm a sucker for the full art Sycamore, but you guys already know this. Let's get rid of a Sycamore, a Judge, and then probably... Yeah, I think an AZ would be best, just so I can pull the Shaman out of the active once I get a Yanmega or a Yanma or something like that. Go ahead and Trainer's Mail. I am spazzing out with the mouse, but let's go ahead. Oh, that's perfect. We get a level ball. We can go ahead and grab a Yanma, play that down. I can Trainer's Mail, see what else I can get. Let's play the Yanma there. Let's go ahead and Trainer's Mail, see what else there is. Ooh, there's a Revitalizer. Oh, that is perfect. Because what I can now do is I could Ultra Ball away the VS Seeker, but I'm scared of going for that. But let's go ahead and AZ up the Shaman eventually, please. Thank you. Bring up the Yanma, play the Shaman down, and what I can even do is discard the Yanmega with my Ultra Ball, and then bring them both back with Revitalizer. So that's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Forest of Giant Plants and the Yanmega Break. I could go for a Yanmega, but I think I'm just going to go for a Shaman. Again, playing it safe, just drawing the cards I need. Let's go ahead and Acrobike. Oh, this is perfect, because now I get the Yanmega and Yanmega Break in the discard pile. Play the Floatstone onto the Shaman, go for the Revitalizer, get both of those guys back. Play it onto the Yanma and get another first turn Yanmega Break. Wow, I needed to stop to take a breath just because of how fast and explosive this deck is. And then I still get to go for a 6-card Shaman. That was absolutely ridiculous. That was such an awesome start. And I even get another first turn Yanmega Break. So, wow, this is such a great start for us. And I'm just going to end the turn right there. I have 4 cards. I have the ability to get a Judge next turn, so I mean that's obviously what I'm gonna do. I'll be able to Sonic Wave or whatever, Sonic Boom, or I don't know, whatever the real Yanmega's attack is for 120. And wow, that was probably the best first turn I could hope for with this deck. I mean, if my opponent's Genesect gets powered up enough, we could have a problem, but honestly I think we're in such a good position that it really won't make too big of a difference overall. Oh yeah, you see that animation up in the corner with that item trying to be played. That's what happens with Heavy Ball. They still haven't fixed it. I've had that problem for a very long time, that my opponent will play a card and it'll like flicker in their hand before they show what it is. I mean, it really doesn't affect anything at all, but it's still just kind of annoying that my opponent's card will just flicker and then not do anything. My opponent will Birch's Observations, gets Tails. That is unfortunate for them, but fortunate for me. Gets the Roller Skates. I don't really like Roller Skates, just because I feel like you can fit so many better cards in a deck other than Roller Skates. I mean, it is a way to on average get 1.5 cards, so you are technically in the plus when using it on average, but I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of it. Ooh, what I can do is go ahead and Ultra Ball away the N and the 0-6 to grab another Yanma and get another Yanmega up. So this is, and then I'll even be able to Judge. So this was just such a fantastic turn 1, well, and turn 2, to where I will be able to hit the Dialga for 120 damage immediately. And I mean, my opponent will be down to 4 cards, which works for me. And then, yeah, so we're in a great position. Just going to go for the Assault Beam. That's what it was. Not Sonic Beam. But either way, Dialga is damaged. Now, the problem with Yanmega is it isn't able to take a lot of OHKOs. It's focused on, you know, kind of Lysandering around and then getting 2 hits on stuff. But I don't know. I kind of like how this deck is working for me so far, because I will be able to take 2 prizes next turn unless my opponent gets an AZ or something. And I think I'm just in... I mean, I'm obviously in an absolutely terrific situation right now. And my opponent will be able to power up a Registeel. You You know what? I think I'm still fine because my opponent... Oh, my opponent gets a VS Seeker. Oh, well. Goes for the Birch's Observations. Please get Tails. Please get Tails. Yep, get Tails again. So, I mean, we are doing very, very well. I do have to watch my... I do have to watch the number of cards that I have in my deck, because that could keep me from winning. But at this point, I think I just had to manage my resources, and I will be okay. Even get another Yanmega break, so I don't even have to go for the judge this turn. I don't have to play out any more cards. I think for the time being, I'm just going to go for another Assault Boom to knock out this Dialga EX and take 2 prizes, and we're in an absolutely terrific situation. The Muscle Band would be much appreciated, or the Startling Megaphone, but I don't know. It's not the end of the world if I don't get them. Okay, my opponent promotes the Registeel. He will be able to hit me for 80 damage, or depending on how lucky he's feeling, maybe even more with the like Iron Crusher or whatever, but odds are he's going to hit me with the Forbidden Hammer. My opponent will go for a Birch's Observations. I'm honestly not a fan of that card at all. Birch's Observations, like, it gets you 5.5 cards on average. N is almost always better. And, oh no, please don't get the double heads. Okay, good, because that would be very annoying. My opponent will be able to hit me for a good amount of damage this turn, but I think I'm still in a pretty solid position regardless, just because if I get that Startling Megaphone, after hitting the Registeel for 120, I will be able to Startling Megaphone away that Fighting Fury Belt, knock it out, and still get damage on something else next turn. So, alright, so I'm going to have to play down my hand a little bit. Let's go ahead and Acrobike. Ooh, get another Puzzle of Time. That is great, and this is where I could be in a little bit of trouble, because... I mean, I can get rid of more resources. Let's go ahead and just grab the Trainer's Mail. I don't really need the Assault Vest or the Float Stone. I am digging for that Muscle Band at this point. Ah, there it is. And then I think my play is to play it onto the Yanmega break on the bench just to have that ready to go. And then what I can do is... So I need to play down enough cards to get 4. What I could do is Ultra Ball, but I think I'm just going to double Puzzle of Time for now. Get back... Let's see, what do I want to get back? I think I will get back a... I don't know. What do I want to get back? I think an AZ and a Float Stone, maybe? Yeah, because that'll give me 4 cards, because I can AZ up the Yanmega break, play the Float Stone onto the Shaman, and then just, you know, attack the Registeel with the Yanmega break after I play it all the way back down because of the Forest of Giant Plants. So I'm going to promote the one with the Muscle Band just to get some more damage and guaranteed knock out the Registeel and potentially the Heatran next turn in the right scenario. But there we go. Let's just go ahead and go for an Assault Beam, or Assault Boom, or I don't know. I think it says Beam from down here, but I don't know. I can't read. You all know this. I'm a math major. I don't actually read things. I just know numbers. I would like the Startling Megaphone for next turn, just because that would be getting rid of 3 tools, and it would take a knockout on the Registeel for me. Looks like my opponent's playing another Heavy Ball, probably going to get a Bronzong, which, I mean, that's fine. Well, unless he powers up the Genesect, because that thing could start to be a problem. And then he ends me. Well, there you go. I'm just end into 4 cards, which means I just have to play 1 to attack for next turn, and there's the Startling Megaphone. So I will guaranteed be able to take a prize next turn. Now it's just a matter of, do I want to go ahead and knock out... Do I want to go ahead and knock out the Registeel with the Startling Megaphone, or do I want to... Well, it depends on what I draw. If I draw something that I can just go ahead and play down, then I'll save the Startling Megaphone for next turn. But if I don't have anything, then I'll need to play the Startling Megaphone just to have a chance at getting 4 cards in my hand and being able to attack. So, okay, it looks like my opponent's just going to retreat into the Bronzong. That's interesting. And then Metal Links onto the... Oh boy, that Genesect's getting powered up, and that could be a problem because he will be able to start one-shotting Yanmega breaks, and that would just not be good. That would not be good at all. But I will be able to take 2 prizes this turn, I think. Let's just go ahead Yeah, I can't play anything else down, so I have to Startling Megaphone. That means I won't be able to get the Oko on the Heatran when it comes out, but I will be able to knock out the Registeel, and then what do I have to do? Oh, this is bad. Am I just gonna have to... Oh man, this is not good, because I have to Ultra Ball to get rid of, I think, both of the forests to grab that Shaman, and then play that down, and hopefully, because I mean, I'll be able to get four cards in my hand regardless because I have the Ultra Ball. I even get the Judge, so that is just great. What I can do is go ahead, I think playing that down. Yeah, let's go ahead and Judge our opponent down to 4. I get something that I can kind of work with. I will be down to 2 prizes at the end of this turn, so I will just retreat into a Yanmega, save, or another Yanmega, and save that Muscle Band for when I actually need it. Knock out the Bronzong and be 1 prize away, so we are in a phenomenal position, I think, maybe. So the Heatran comes out, and, so I think I'll be able to knock out the Heatran this turn, maybe. Yeah, 130 HP. He will be able to Steel Drop me and potentially knock me out if he gets another Metal Energy, but at this point I think he would just like go all in on the Genesect. The awesome thing is, if he plays a Shaman down, then I pretty much just win. He plays the Jirachi down, okay. Let's see. So he plays the Jirachi down and the Registeel down. Then he's going to Steel Drop my Yanmega. Then Battle Compressor. Okay, so I think I need... Okay, so the Jirachi and the Registeel are now my targets, I think. Because what I can do is go ahead and Lysander in the Registeel or the Jirachi. My opponent is just Battle Compressing right, things he doesn't need, and then Steel Dropping me. That is completely fine. What I can do this turn is... Okay, so play the Trainer's Mail, see what I can get. I don't know. I think, yeah, let's play the Trainer's Mail. Do we want to get something? No, we don't, because then I can just go ahead and VS Seeker for an AZ to bring up the Yanmega, because then I will be able to... Yeah, I'll be able to completely heal it, put up another Yanmega, and I should be able to knock out this Heatran this turn, I think, while still having 4 cards in my hand and be just fine, maybe. Yep, let's go ahead and go for a Barrier Break, and... Oh, no! No, Heatran has 130. Oh, I completely forgot. I screwed up so badly right there. Oh, what I could have just done was Lysander in the Registeel or the Jirachi and knock it out. Oh, take my second to last prize, and then I could have won the game. Oh, no. Oh, guys, I think I done goofed. I think I done goofed. So my opponent will be able to hit me for some good damage this turn, hit me for 100, and I can just retreat into a Yanmega Break on the bench, and then Lysander in... no. Because I would only be able to hit for 100 because the Registeel doesn't have an item on it. So I will just have to go into the Jirachi, and then Barrier Break, knock out the Jirachi, and take another prize. So, I actually think... Oh man, that was such a mistake by me. I could have won that turn. Well, I could have won this past turn if I hadn't miscounted on the Heatran. I was just playing a little too quickly and trying to get a little too cheeky with all of the plays. So yeah, that came back to bite me in the butt, and my opponent will play a Silent Lab here. Will I be able to get down to 4 cards? I don't think so. So I can Ultra Ball. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can get down to 4 cards this turn, because I know I don't have any other Pokemon in my deck. I have no Pokemon in my discard pile. Like, literally every Pokemon in my entire deck is either in my hand or on the field, so I just had to end the turn right there. Oh, that was so brutal. I mean, if I had gotten a Judge that turn, I would have been able to hit that Genesect for good damage and then potentially win next turn, but Oh, that was brutal. That was so brutal right there. Man, that stunk a lot, because even if I had a Pokemon in my deck, I could have Ultra Balled for it and then Revitalizer to got it back, but I mean that's what you get. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens. What I can do is just Ultra Ball, get rid of a let's get rid of a Yanmega, maybe? Yanmega and Yanmega Break, I think, would be the cards to get rid of at this point. And then just not get anything, but I am down to 4 cards in my hand, so I will just, I think, retreat into my Muscle Banded Yanmega and then Barrier Break for 120 damage, just in case my opponent plays down a Fighting Fury Belt on it. I can knock it out with a Yanmega Break on the bench next turn, so... I know my opponent has an N, which, I mean, that's... Okay, there's the Fighting Fury Belt, so I'm glad I went for the 120 this turn. But, honestly, that's why this is why I don't like N, because it'll all come down to how lucky I get on my draws and stuff like that. So, okay, I get the Revitalizer. That's not going to help me at all, but, I mean, I have a 6-card deck. All I need is my VS Seeker, and I win. But, okay, my opponent just going to be able to knock out that Yanmega Break. And this is where things can get tricky, because, again, that N... I've outplayed my opponent the entire game, but just because of that N, I am down to 1 card, and I won't be able to do anything. So, I think I'm just going to Battle Compressor so I can guarantee draw that VS Seeker, because if I can AZ up a Yanmega Break, then I can play down my hand till I have 4 cards in it, and I think I'll be okay. So, do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of those guys so I can play down the Yanma, and I can't do anything just because, I mean, N took all the skill out of the game right now, and oh, that is so frustrating. I just left the Yanmega active. I mean, I think I actually should have retreated into a Shaman just so I could still have 2 Yanmega breaks available, but I don't know. See, we're at that point in the game where I'm running out of cards, and this is kind of bad. I need to draw into my VS Seeker. I have a 50% chance of winning at this point. Like, if I draw into my VS Seeker, I win. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. Because I will be able to AZ up the Yanmega, and I will be able to win. But if I don't draw into it, then I don't think I have much of a chance. I don't know. I probably should have saved that Sacred Ash, but... Okay, yeah, I lose. There is really nothing I can do about it at all. I am just going to retreat into a Shaman. If I can AZ up the Yanmega Break next turn, then I might be able to get it to where I have 4 cards in my hand and be able to attack the Genesect with the just plain Yanmega. But I don't know. This is very, very frustrating. I mean, once again, okay, so he Lysander's in my Yanmega. I just lose. Oh, that was... I mean, that's why I hate N, because I outplayed my opponent the whole game, but he just got super, super lucky off the N to 1, and so I lose. So, I mean, I'm a little bit salty. I mean, I do think... I mean, N is the comeback card, and that is exactly what my opponent did. Took it from a 6-1 to just winning. And, I mean, yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do at all at this point. So, that's frustrating. But, I mean, that's Pokemon. I mean, that's the Pokemon TCG, unfortunately. And, yeah, I can Revitalizer, get those guys back, but it won't... Yeah, there's no way I can get enough cards to be able to pull this off, so... Yeah, I'm just going to concede. That was frustrating, and that's why I hate N, because I think it's very unhealthy for the game if you have a card that it's like, oh, hey, you've been outplaying me and beating me this entire game, but I'm just going to get super lucky and take you all the way back. I mean, that's kind of why I stopped playing the Pokemon Showdown, was because luck can completely decide the game, and in the TCG, I mean, even though you can get very lucky, usually skill can out-determine luck in a lot of cases, but in this case, luck was on my opponent's side. He was able to end me to the one card that I didn't need to win, and so, yeah, frustrating, but that's what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and this is Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.